beautiful person that has everything you've been looking for, what would you do if they struck up a conversation with you?
For me, I think I would respond to them if they are kind.
I guess.
Yeah, me too. I think being kind in the online platform is a beautiful thing. Knowing that some people out there use it for harmful or toxic activities.
Yeah, and it would be kinda rude to ignore someone, wouldn't it?
I mean, yeah, but how do we know if that person is actually kind or lives a perfect life?
Oh yeah, I do wonder about that sometimes, but so far I don't have anyone who seems to be faking their social media presence. But I do know someone who barely posts anything, like only posts some important or fun events of their life, which for me is it's just like a matter of personal privacy.
I'm one of those people.
One of what? One who are faking it or ones who rarely post?
Bro, the one who rarely posts.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I too barely post anything on my social media.
Yeah, but have you ever heard about any cases about someone who's completely faking their identity from their physical appearance, wealth, name, and generally everything? And then this person deceives people and tricks them into doing things for their gain or fun. And this fun can sometimes be sexual or even potentially leading to crime cases. So today we're going to talk about catfishing. Welcome, Tealings. Welcome to our second podcast episode where we will specifically dive into a case of catfishing, and we're even going to include a storytelling of a true catfishing experience by one of our batchmates. I am your host, Rusty.
I am Rika, your first Tealings episode host, Angeli.
John Carl.
And our new member, John Michael.
Yay!
So before we start, I think we should give our Tealings some important information. So, catfishing, it's when someone pretends to be someone else online, usually by using fake photos and info to trick or deceive others. They do this by sometimes stealing someone else's information and pretend to be them and publishing it on their social media platform to create this perfect image, an image that would then be exploited in some cases of to victimize certain people.
That's absurd.
Yeah.
That's kinda terrifying.
Yeah.
How do we avoid this?
Yeah. We will be talking about that, and it has something to do with our literacy in media, information, and technology. But for now, let's talk about the cases of catfishing. According to the survey I have conducted, not exclusive for our school, where we have received respondents within and outside our school, 67% of the respondents experienced being catfished before, one being our classmates who explained he was fooled or trolled by someone, and I have actually talked to the catfisher himself, the one who preyed on our classmate. And when I struck up a conversation about it, he just laughed.
Yeah, I know. It was just a joke, but I think it was a cruel one.
I think I know who is this about.
Whoa, this is some tea.
Wait, what happened though?
I think Tabig knows more than me though.
Yeah, well, I don't fully know what happened, but I know who was the catfisher and who was catfished. And I also know that our classmate wasn't the only victim the catfisher had made a laughing stock out of.
Really?
That's crazy.
So, what happened?
It all started with a profile named Althea Yan on Facebook. I'm not sure if the account is still on Facebook, but basically this profile shows a typical teenager girl, and from what I have remembered, Althea Yan had a profile of a teenage girl where only her back can be seen.
Whoa, that's suspicious.
Yeah, it is. But at the same time, there are actually a lot of people that publish their online profile without their face in it, or like just looking at a certain direction where your face cannot be seen.
Yeah, I mean, I have done that too.
So basically, Althea Yan seemed normal, like she was an actual person because there were actually more posts before that. However, all of her photos are faceless. You can see her body, but her face is always covered or sometimes is looking in a certain direction where you can't see her. And Althea Yan messaged our classmate, whom we'll call Peter.
What did she say?
Normally, a person would greet them, which is what Althea Yan did, where she introduced herself as a grade 11 student from the same school who's confessing her unexpected feelings for Peter. And Peter, like any typical guy, would entertain her, responding to her messages and entertaining her demands. Note that Peter doesn't even know this girl, and she doesn't even know what her face looks like. Because of her posts in her social media, it almost seems like well, to what we call a dump account.
What did Peter do though?
Peter actually tried finding out about this girl. He messaged his friends, including me, but I absolutely know no one at school by the same name. So I too was curious. So Peter continued messaging his friends to find out who this Althea Yan really is and what does she look like in real life. And at this moment, they've been talking for a day now, and that questions and demands of this Althea became weirder and weirder. She asked,
You're handsome, Peter. How big is your body? Really?
"Bruh, that's so weird."
Damn, voice acting here was so weird.
Yeah, and she continued flirting and flirting. She even demanded that Peter should send a photo
Photo of what?
of him.
Yeah, but what?
Oh, we will not be disclosing that here.
No matter what picture, that's so weird though. Like, you barely know Peter, and why would you ask for his photo on day one?
Right? That's not even all. Althea Yan actually kept teasing Peter that they should meet in real life, but that never really happened, and she kept flirting and flirting. It almost seemed like she was toying with Peter.
Damn, that's cruel.
Super. But then, it was revealed from another victim that Althea Yan is actually a guy.
What?
Oh my god.
Yes. And it wasn't just some guy. It's our batchmate, and he did not really tell me his motives for doing it, but he laughed about the topic.
Oh, I know this.
Bruh.
Wait, what happened to Peter when he found out?
Oh, Peter was embarrassed, humiliated, and played. He quote said in our survey that he really felt like he was being fooled. It was a joke. It was a joke, friends. It was a friend's joke, but he too thought it was cruel.
Yeah, bruh. That's cruel.
Yeah, so basically, this is just my own interpretation, okay? But when the guy behind the identity Althea Yan laughed about the topic when I confronted him, I had a feeling that he did it for fun. Like it was just a joke, and it's fun to deceive your close friends online and make them reveal some aspects of their life that your friends would not normally disclose to you because of what we call boundary. But in the end, they made up for it, but it was really cruel. The joke is really cruel.
Wait, what happened to Althea Yan's other victims though?
Well, from what I know, Althea Yan's only victim were his friends, so it wasn't that severe as to what other catfishing cases, some of which are leading to major crimes like murder or SA. But in this case, for the sake of our sensitive viewers, is more of like a friend's joke through catfishing, which is a great example of why we should be careful in the virtual world. So, from this, what can we conclude from catfishing, and what are your sources that supports your assumptions about catfishing?
According to E-Safety Commissioner, refers to the practice of someone using a fake identity to trick someone. This can be an individual person that often makes you believe that you're developing a real online friendship or romance with them. And once you trust the catfisher, they may do things to you.
Yeah, this is still according to E-Safety Commissioner, but basically, Once you trust a catfisher, they may embarrass or humiliate you by sharing your secrets like what happened to Peter, or they might scam you into trading with them or sending money.
And the most absurd thing is that a catfisher may do to you, according to the ECHD commissioner, is that they might groom you, pressuring you to send nudes or getting highly intimate online. And catfishers might blackmail you over the intimate things. This is why we people should be literate enough to avoid such situation and be literate enough to handle such a situation.
Yeah, a safety commissioner also lastly added that they might steal your identity for various purposes such as revenge or to steal things from you.
Well said.
So how can we prevent from becoming a victim of catfishing?
Great question. Can our co-hosts answer this?
Of course, this is for the sake of the safety of our fellow Tealings. I think the best way to avoid getting catfish is by being smart with how we consume and verify online information. That means applying media, information, and technology literacy in our daily interactions.
Exactly. First, media literacy helps us critically analyze what we see online. Instead of blindly trusting a profile, we should ask ourselves, does this person's online presence seem too perfect? Are their photos consistent? Or they look like they come from a Google search?
Yeah. Do you have something to add, Tabi?
Yeah, I think with information literacy, we need to cross-check sources and verify details. Reverse image searching a profile picture, checking their social media activity, and even looking for inconsistency in their story that can reveal a lot.
And let's not forget technology literacy. Knowing how to use tools like reverse image searches, privacy settings, and two-factor authentication can give us extra protection. We should also be cautious about sharing personal information online because the less a catfish knows, the less they can manipulate us.
Well said. So, what really is catfishing? Well said. But don't worry, Tealings. By applying these literacies, we can think critically, fact-check efficiently, and use tech to protect ourselves. In short, stay skeptical, stay informed, and stay safe. Therefore, practicing these literacies is vital in many ways. You being literate at one of these is a powerful skill, not only from defending yourselves from catfishers, but as well as defending yourself from fake news, consuming factual information, learning how to deliver messages properly, and how we can navigate technology, which can help us in many versatile ways. And that's all for this episode for now, Tealings. Let's be more literate and protect ourselves from these online predators.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for listening.